Happy Wednesday, fourth grade. Welcome to Secret Codes, day 2. All right, let's look at the math for today. So your number detective, make sure you are paying close attention to that first clue. It says the secret number is a fraction, so make sure that you are writing it in fraction form. Second, we have the anxious ogre. The riddle that you need to solve is, what do you call an anxious ogre? So make sure that you're paying close attention to that place value. So for example, if I wanted to write 20,002, I know that if I'm starting with 20,000, that has 5 blanks. It has how many place value blanks? 5. So be very careful because it's going to mix up 2's and 0's. So on the next slide, I'm going to show you the place value lines that are going to be really important to remember. Okay, so if I am writing out my place value, to remind myself, we have gone all the way to the millions. So millions are how many blanks? I hope you said 7, and I always want to have 3 before my comma. Whenever I have a comma, it's going to say its name. So this comma right here is going to be my millions. That's right. Great. Whoops, let's fix that typo. My other comma is going to be when I say thousands. And then, of course, I want to make sure that I add in my decimal point right here. This, of course, would be the tenths place. Ooh, let's make that text box bigger, shall we? We've got the tenths place. And then what would come next, fourth grade? That's right, the hundredths place. And let's make that text box bigger as well and scoot that over just a little bit. So we've got, thank you for your grace, we've got the millions. This comma right here says millions and this says thousands. So the first example on your problem for today said 20,002. So I want to make sure that I don't say thousand until I get to that comma. So this would be 20 and then say the name, thousand and 2. So my 2 is going to go right here in my ones place, and everything else is going to have to be filled in with zeros. So in order to make sure that we understand what's going on, this comma does say millions, but where is the millions place? Can you tell me? The millions place is actually right here. So this comma is going to say millions, but my millions place is that first dash. This place, what is this next place called? 100 thousands. That's right. We've got the 100 thousands place right here. Then I have what, fourth grade? I've got 10 thousands, my 10 thousands place. And then of course I have my thousands place. That's right. So that comma is going to say thousands. When I hit that comma, I'm going to say thousands. I've got my hundreds place. I've got my tens place. That's right. And I've got my ones place. And of course, I have my tenths and my hundredths place if I'm ever dealing with decimals. Okay, so when I'm reading a number, it's really important to make sure that I remember all of those. What if I gave you the number 200,022? So look at those words for a second and let's decide where we need to put our numbers. Like I said, on this worksheet, when you're trying to figure out the secret code, all of the numbers are going to be 2's and 0's. So make sure that you're paying extra close attention to that place value. Okay, I know that if I have 200,000, I'm going to have 200 before I hit my 1,000 comma. So that means it's going to go 200 and then I should say 1,000. Okay, so then I've got to add my 22. So I've got a 0 in my hundreds place. I don't have any hundreds. I'm going to have 22 right here. So if I write that without my place value marks, it's going to look like this. 200, don't forget the comma, 22. Great job. Let's practice one more. If it helps you to draw out your place value blocks, you can absolutely do that. If you have them in your head, that's great, but you're going to want to go back and double check, especially when you're doing something tricky with all 2s and 0s, or if all of the numbers look the same. Okay, what if I gave you this number, 4th grade? If we said 20, oh, let's fix that, 222,000. 202. Let's see what that would look like. So let's do 222,000. So I'm going to need 222 before I hit that 1,000. So of course that's going to look like this, 222, then I say my comma, 1,000, 202. So remember, sometimes when we read letters out loud, we might want to do something like this, 202, but that is too many zeros. So we have to remember our zeros are placeholders, and my 2 will go in my 1's place. So it would look like this, 222,202. Excellent. If you need more help with that ogre, be sure to contact your teacher. You can also go watch some Khan Academy videos on place value or ask a grown-up at your house. Happy solving!